Hello. Today we're going to talk about one of the most beloved coffee makers in the whole world, and it is this Bialetti Moka Pot right here. This is the original, and this is the 6-cup version. Now this I oftentimes use for 2 people. I'll use it for myself and my wife. The smaller 4-cup version is more of an individual one. But so we're going to look at how to use this and how to get the tastiest coffee. First of all, unscrew it. It's basically just 3 parts. You got the bottom water reservoir here, and it's got an overpressure valve right there. We're gonna fill up water up until this overpressure valve. Then you've got the basket here. This is quite a large basket. I believe you can fit about 25 grams of coffee beans in there. And then you've got the top percolating part. So it's got a shower screen here, and it's got the gasket, and it's got a lid, as well as where the coffee comes out into this chamber. Finally, it's got this handle, which is heat resistant. So to get started, all you have to do is add some water. I've got some preheated water here, and that's kind of helpful. That will help to get the extraction a little bit tastier. Some people say a little bit less bitter, will also be faster, which is nice. And then, of course, we need our beans. So you can do that one of 2 ways. You can use pre-ground beans, such as these here. These will work quite well, but they'll be older than when it's freshly ground. So it's more aromatic if you do it with freshly ground. One trick I like to use with really any basket I'm using, whether it's this or an espresso machine, is just fill up the basket if you're not so sure how much you need. All right, so there we got our dose right there, and that is 27 grams. What we're gonna do is grind that up, not quite as fine as espresso. There we go. All right, so that part is done. Now we can go ahead and transfer that into our basket. Just make sure that it's kind of nice and flat on top. You don't really need to do any tamping. Then we're gonna put that here into our, ooh, it's already hot, preheated reservoir. Screw the top on top and make sure that your gasket here is free of any debris. Hot. And now here is the fun part. Here is where we get to actually do the brewing. I like to use a medium heat for this. And then once it starts coming out, I turn down the heat just a little bit. And that is a nice thing about the Bialetti. You can take it with you everywhere. Works on the stovetop, works while you're camping with a little stove like this. It's great. Oh, there it comes. Turn down the heat a little. All right, now we're all done. Pour ourselves in a little coffee. So what the Bialetti does for you is it makes a really strong coffee. Some people call it a stovetop espresso. I wouldn't go that far because it doesn't really provide much for crema, but it does make a very strong, and it can be quite a tasty coffee as well. So we're just gonna let that cool down, and afterwards unscrew it and clean it up. And how's the taste? Well, it's pretty good. It's actually able to bring a little acidity out of the beans and a little bit more sweetness. And I think that lies on using fresh beans. These are freshly opened and freshly roasted. And also grinding them fresh, as well as using the preheated water. That seems to make a little bit of a difference as well. A very good coffee. Now you have to wait for this to cool down for a while. Then we're going to unscrew it and clean it out.
Getting value from this video? Please take a moment to like and subscribe.
All right, so to clean it, you just have to take it apart like that. Rinse this part under hot water. Rinse the bottom under water to make sure that gasket gets nice and clean, like so. You want to remove the basket. Oh, and there you go. There's your coffee pot right there. Let's rinse out the basket. Ideally, rinse out the basket under running water, of course. I don't have any here in the studio. Okay. All right, now, another important thing is these are all aluminum parts, and we don't want them to oxidize, so make sure that they're dried off really well before you put this away. The bottom usually likes to retain a little bit of water, so give that a good wipe out with a rag. Make sure that that's nice and dry. Like that. That's dry, that's dry. This is nice and dry, cleaned off the bottom. Now you're ready to put it away and enjoy your tasty coffee. All right, guys, I hope that this video helped you to know how to use your Bialetti maybe a little bit better than before. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you thought it sucked, give it a thumbs down. If you've made it this far into the video, write a hashtag Bialetti into the video description. And either way, until next time, arrivederci, pfiat euch, and bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and have a good day.